Okay, it's time to do our winter break, and I think we all know who we're going to ask to take that with us. I've gotten all my grades back, and I did fantastic! I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to keep up my grades with all the craziness around here, but I've done pretty well. Still, being in this new place has been a little draining. I admit, I miss my home sometimes. I may be trying to grow past it, but, well, it is still my home. That's why I was so excited when my parents called to offer me tickets home. They even offered me 2 tickets, just in case I didn't want to leave one of my new friends behind. Now I just have to get all my packing done. This is going to be a great winter break. I was a little surprised my parents offered me 2 tickets. They practically fought me tooth and nail when I told them I wanted to leave home to study. I think I made my case pretty well. It must have gone even better than I thought if they're honestly offering to let 2 people come. I guess I should figure out who I want to ask. I mean, I'm glad I've made friends, but I don't know if the people here know me that well yet. Still, this could be a real test. I think I've done pretty well, but is this the kind of thing people would be okay with? I've never actually gone on a trip with someone who wasn't in my family. Heck, I've never really been on trips in general. Still, nothing else for it. I really do have to figure out what to do. Knock knock! Oh, Sally, you startled me.
Sorry about that, Anne. Hey, do you have...
Sally looks around nervously. After making sure the hall is clear, she shuts the door.
Do you have Vegemite's bone in here? Have you seen it?
I don't think so. Why would it, be here?
Sorry. Last time you all left, I let him out to run around the place and he went into some of your rooms. I'm just praying he didn't leave it in Dominic's.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit at her plight. It's amazing she's managed to keep the little puppy a secret for this long.
So what's got you packing up? Going home for the holidays?
Yep, my parents were even nice enough to spring for a couple tickets. I guess they miss me too.
Huh, I guess so. Wait, a couple?
Oh, yeah, they said a friend could come along if they wanted. I thought it might be nice to have someone from my new home see my old home, you know?
Oh, yes. It can be very enlightening seeing where a person comes from. I almost wish I could go. I can't leave my poor puppy alone, though.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Well, yes, it would be cruel not to take care of him, and he'd probably miss you. I'll ask one of the others, though.
Ooh, maybe some quality time with Max or Dominic.
Sally!
I'm just teasing. Have fun, Anne. I've got to find that bone before Dominic does.
Now I'm all nervous about asking people to come with. I don't want them to take it the wrong way. But again, it'd be kind of nice to spend some quiet time alone with one of them. 1. Ooh, plus 10! I came to the city to break out of my shell, and if my parents want a chance to see my new life, I don't think anybody represents that better than Max. Oh, this should be quite interesting. As long as I can get him to promise to be on good behavior, I think he and my parents will do fine. Probably. I try knocking on his door once, but he's playing his electric guitar, so I have to really bang a few times to get through. Finally, the door comes flying open. Dujanek, you need to step off about my volume, alright? Oh, jeez, Anne. I'm sorry. I thought you were that jerk here to complain again. No, just me. Sorry to interrupt you. Nah, it's alright. Come on in, I gotta get a bit of practice in before tonight, but I have a few minutes to chat. What's happening tonight? Oh, I didn't tell you? I've got a gig. I'm headlining down at Gaz's club tonight. It's gonna be real big for my band. Oh, that's fantastic, Max. Congratulations. Thank you. Pardon me. We're gonna rock the house, of course. The normal band will be back tomorrow, unfortunately, but for tonight we can shine. So, what's up? Oh, I was just going to ask something, but it seems like you've got plans for this week, so I should let you practice. Well, now you have to tell me, otherwise it's gonna bug me all night. I'll be up on stage wondering what you were going to ask me.
I'll be so distracted I'll yank out a cord, and it'll trip the drummer, and she'll cause the stage to collapse and we'll all die.
I can't help but chuckle as Max wildly swings his arms at his exaggeration. Truly. Oh, fine. Since you asked, I was just going to let you know that I got 2 tickets back to my hometown, and I wondered if you wanted to come home with me.
Oh, it's not often a cute girl asks if she can take me home. I gotta warn you, I'm not housebroken.
Max, that's gross.
Sure, I'll go along. This gig is only for tonight, so I'm pretty clear for the rest of the week. Hey, you should come to the show, Anne.
Sorry, Max, I've still got packing to do. I'm really going to be busy tonight. Did you really want to come?
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see what kind of crazy town managed to stifle you up. Maybe I can show you where the seedy underbelly is. Blow your mind.
Good luck with that. My hometown is about as sleepy as they get.
Hey, if it produced a great gal like you, it can't be all bad. I bet there's lots of stuff we can show each other while we're there. Not that. Well, whatever.
I blush a bit at his comments, and even Max looks a little flustered. Something I thought was impossible. Just promise to be good for my parents' sake, okay? They want to meet some of my new college friends, that's all.
Scout's honor, I'll be on my best behavior.
Were you even a scout?
Not in the slightest. Also, my best behavior is still pretty bad. I think I can keep them from trying to burn me as a witch.
Good enough. I'll come get you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Is that going to be enough time with your show tonight?
Yeah, I pack light. I'll see you in the morning.
He gives me a rather lascivious wink as I turn to go. I roll my eyes in return, but can't help smiling as I head back to my room. You're trouble, Max. Back in my room, I still have a lot of packing to finish up. I call my parents to let them know that Max is coming with me. They seem excited to meet one of my friends, and they say they'll have a bed all set up. Luckily, my room is still waiting for me. I half expected them to have converted it into another office or something by now. I'm happy they haven't, though. I get off the call feeling pretty good about my decision, and finish packing in just a few hours. I'll admit, I didn't really sleep that well, too excited, but I managed to get enough rest that I'm not totally groggy the next day. We catch a cab to the airport, and then Max and I board our plane and we're off. We chat amiably during the plane ride and even manage to doze off a little. My mom and dad meet us at arrivals and take us out for a nice dinner, since it's already a bit late in the day now. At last, properly fed, we come back to the house I grew up in. A nice couple of rounds of board games later, and my parents are ready to call it a night. I wonder how that all went. They head off to bed as I show Max to the guest room. And this is where you'll be sleeping, Max. I can't believe you told my dad you wanted to be a dog when you grow up. He thinks you're crazy, you know. Oh my goodness.
That's even better. Maybe I am, you don't know. Rawr.
Max stumbles over to me, waving his arms like a monkey and making growling sounds. I dodge out of the way as he tries to grab at me. I laugh as he chases me around the room a bit. Finally, I grab one of the pillows off of the guest bed and throw it at him.
Ah, my one weakness. Downy, soft pillows.
I sit on the bed, laughing as Max brings the pillows back, tossing it on the bed as he sits next to me.
I'm actually pretty impressed. This isn't such a bad little town. You lived here all your life?
Yeah, born and raised. You can see why I'd want to get out and see the world a bit.
Oh, definitely. I would have gone crazy here. Still, it has its advantages. This is probably one of those towns where the cops don't really care if you're out drinking in some backwoods. Nobody gets on your case for just having some fun.
I suppose. I don't know, I never really did any of that stuff to begin with.
Oh, so you were always the good little girl, huh? Oh, the good ones are always the ones who cut loose the craziest, once you can get them out of their shell.
Max leans closer to me. I look him in the eye as he gets near my face, but he keeps going, leaning into my ear.
I definitely want to be there when you decide to go wild.
I don't know what it is, but Max can always set me blushing. I laughingly push him away. And who's to say I haven't gone wild already, mister?
Well, for starters, I've still got my clothes on.
Max! I've seen your dirty laundry. If you think I'm ripping off your clothes, you're sorely mistaken.
Ha, look at you getting feisty all of a sudden.
Hey, you started it. I guess I'm just feeling good. Well, I was actually feeling a bit homesick. It's nice to be back home. I mean, I know I'm sheltered, there's a lot out there I don't know about. That's why I left here. But this place I know. Does that make sense?
Sure, I get that. It's kind of like how I feel when I'm up on a stage. I think the secret is to try to bring a little of that feeling with you when you leave your stage, you know?
I think I can understand that.
If you need something to remember this feeling by, I'm sure I can oblige.
Get to bed. No. Come on. Gotta go a little bit wild. 70! Woohoo! I'll show you how wild Anne can be. I roll my eyes at Max, pushing him back onto the bed. He laughs as he falls, stretching out as he lays there. Maybe he's right. Maybe it is about letting go, getting a little wild. I look away from Max for a few moments before turning around and jumping astride him. The shock on his face is delicious as I straddle his stomach and lean on his arms. His face! I don't think you know just what I'd find memorable, Max.
Maybe not, Anne. Maybe it's better if you show me. I've never had a problem with a girl who knows how to take charge.
He smiles slyly up at me. There's a look of desire in his eyes. It's probably the first time I've ever seen a man look at me with that type of deep desire. It's definitely the first time I've ever done anything this impetuous in my life. Now that I've got him here, though, I admit I'm not sure what I should do next. I try to smile confidently while admitting to myself that I hadn't really thought this far ahead. Uh-oh. I lean myself closer to his face as he leans up to start meeting me halfway. Do you really think you're ready for me? Max's smile deepens as he looks me in the eye. I bring my face closer to his still. Max takes in a deep breath, letting it out slowly, almost satisfied.
No, not just yet.
He winks at me, and his face darts up to give me a quick kiss on the cheek.
But I bet it felt good, didn't it?
I sit up in surprise when I smile. I sit up in a surprise. When I smile, it's a slow, natural smile. I step off of Max and off of the bed. You're a much nicer guy than you'd like people to believe, you know that?
Don't spread it around, huh? I've got a rock god status to maintain here.
I'm, sorry.
Hey, anything good is worth working for and worth waiting for. I'm having the time of my life here, Anne.
I don't say anything for a few moments as I head to the door. I knew you were the right one to invite. And you're definitely worth working for. Ooh. I head back to my old bedroom feeling fairly good about myself. Coming back home was good for me, I'm sure. If nothing else, it showed me that I made the right decision about going away for college. Seeing Max's reaction to my hometown and my parents, it's definitely made me feel better about my little town. But I know I'm meant to be somewhere bigger, that I'm meant to be out there in the world. As I get into bed, I reflect on my new friends and smile. I know I'll be back with them all soon, especially Max, and all the new fun things the next quarter will bring. This has been a really good week, probably one of my best weeks ever. Being back home has really refreshed me. My parents are a little rough. They even tried to talk me into just staying, but I feel like I can return to school and get back to my books now. I can't wait to start back up again. I even managed to have a great Christmas. Max and I spent a bit of time away from my parents and got to see the few sights around my town there are. Mostly we just talked and enjoyed each other's company. Aww. How sweet. So sweet. Well, I think that was fairly short, so maybe I should have a go at this again. I wonder if I should schedule in another sleep somewhere. Maybe I'll roll in bed on... Should be rolling in bed on the weekends anyway. Shouldn't be working hard. It's crazy. Let's see. My reflective is where I need it to be, and I just need 15 more points in creative. So philosophy gives me reflective. Interesting. Alright. An event to start it off. Finally, though, it's time to get my head back in my studies. I have a few new classes this quarter and a few continuations from last quarter. The continuations, luckily, are being taught by some of the same professors, so I don't have to learn new names this quarter. Uh-oh. I even see a few familiar faces in class. It looks like Max is in here with me. We share a quick nod as we get seated next to each other. I also notice another vaguely familiar face, a red-haired girl I feel like I've seen around before. Max notices me looking and follows my gaze.
Oh, looks like Roxanne got into this class as well. Huh.
And our favorite professor. Before I can ask more, the professor strides into the room and throws his notes on the table in front of him.
Welcome back to all of you who didn't flunk out of 101. You're not completely brain dead. Welcome to the class where you actually get started. Although I'll be lecturing and there will be homework, the majority of your grade this quarter is going to come from a paper due at the end of the class. Of course, I'll be expecting your paper to be inclusive to the topics we've discussed in class, so don't think you can just skip my class all quarter and bullshit your way to a grade A paper.
Wow, Professor Tasque is being really harsh right at the beginning.
That being said, as some of you know, I am a tenured professor here, which means I can indulge in more advanced classroom techniques. If you'd like to know more about it, come see me after class for an extra credit assignment. Otherwise, open your books. I don't plan on going slowly this quarter, so try to stay awake out there.
The professor drones on for the rest of the class, getting right into the new quarter's lessons. By the time class is done, I have already got a page of notes to look over tonight. Okay. I'm pretty happy the professor's starting us up. Oh boy. Pretty happy the professor's starting us up right away. It's nice to feel like he trusts our intellects to be able to keep up. I'm even pretty curious about the offer he made. I'm always happy to do a little extra credit after all. This could be a way to get ahead this quarter. I pack up my things along with the other students, but instead of heading out the door, I head over to the professor.
Hey, Anne.
Max! Surprised to see you in this class, even though we said hello before it started. Oh, I see. Surprised that he's in this class.
I transferred over this quarter, actually. I'd heard the professor was interesting.
Well, he's still a college professor. What's the worst he could do?
Please, I'm a tenured professor. I could order you to fight to the death, and the worst I'd get from the dean is a sigh and a frown, and he'd apologize for sighing.
The professor looks over the volunteers. Other than Max, I see a few other classmates I recognize from around campus.
Is this it? I suppose I shouldn't have expected more.
The professor scans the potentials with obvious disdain in his eyes.
All right, I know some of you here are looking to skate out of my class on Easy Street.
I'm pretty sure he looked at Max when he said that.
And there's no way I'm going to let you do so without a little entertainment for me. Therefore, what I'm proposing is simple. You're going to get together in groups. There are enough of you here to make 3 groups of 2. Go ahead, take a few moments and choose your partner. I'll pick up a few other sucker students later.
We all look at each other for a few moments. Max and I look at each other, shrugging our shoulders. Suddenly, the red-haired student I could swear I'd met before comes over to me. Hello again, Anne. I didn't think I'd see you in this class. Oh yeah, Roxanne, right? You were at that Halloween party. Well, it plays out a little differently. Interesting. Yes, we only spoke briefly. Nice to see you again. You as well, Anne. I was actually wondering if you would like to be my partner for this activity. Oh, I was thinking I'd pair up with my friend there. Max looks between Roxanne and me.
Yeah, I thought we'd partner up.
Roxanne looks over Max for a moment as though she's sizing them up. I think you will find me the superior partner for this endeavor. Ew.
Whoa, I may not be the smartest nail in the box, but I know Anne is. If anyone's riding her success train, it's gonna be me. And we get along great anyway.
I think you just made my case for me. I have no intention of not pulling my own weight. I think it should be obvious that I will make the better partner.
Come on, Anne, let's ditch her and get on with the lesson.
Sorry, Roxanne. Gotta go with my boo. She's gonna hate my guts for this, isn't she? This Roxanne is a bit rude, even if she is right about Max. Sorry, Roxanne, but Max and I live together, so it will just be easier to coordinate study sessions. Nothing personal. If that's how you want to do it. Roxanne walks over to one of the other students, who looks like he quickly accepts her offer.
Damn right I'm the best choice. I promise to pretend I'm carrying my weight.
I give Max an exaggerated face palm, but I'm chuckling to myself. I know he'll at least try since we're in this together.
Okay, are we all sorted? Good, here's how it works, kiddies. Your partner and you are study buddies. Your grades are intertwined. Once all the assignments are turned in and the tests are done, you'll both get the average of your 2 grades. However, if one of you gets tired of all that working, just come to me and ask for the answers to the final. I'll give them to you. You'll pass the class and you won't have to do any of the other work. Here's the rub. If one of you comes to me and the other doesn't, then the one who didn't ask for the answers will automatically fail the class. But if you both come to me, you get C's. Simple as that. Do you work together and hope you're smart enough to do it? Do you pray that your partner didn't decide to cheat? Do you take your C's and call it a day? Chew on that. Now get out of my class, I have things to do.
And with that, Professor Tasque just walks away from us. Most of us are left looking goggle-eyed at each other. Oh my god, the prisoner's dilemma? Can he do that? I might fail? What have I gotten myself into? Either way, I guess I'll have to keep an eye on Max. And I'll drink some water, because the professor's voice was like killing my voice for some reason. Max went to the theater with me again. So early in the new quarter, and I've already got a ton of work to do. I wasn't expecting college to ramp up so quickly. I'll have to work just as hard to keep up with it all. Which is why I decided to take care of eating quickly and efficiently here at the cafe while I get some extra study time in.
Is that gonna be it for you?
This'll be fine, thanks Isabella. If I need anything else, I'll let you know.
See that you do, hon.
She smiles she smiles at me as she walks away, swaying her hips. Her work outfit is actually quite cute on her. It is. I crack open the first book and start reading. I'm trying to read and eat at the same time, so it's starting off a bit slowly. Excuse me. I'm starting to get into it, though, when the door opens and one of my classmates walks in. Oh, hi, Carmen.
Anne! Oh, hey, I didn't know you'd be over here.
I think I'm just gonna... Well... I guess I'll play it. Carmen is my friend, after all. Oh, hey Carmen. Already have work to do, can you believe it?
I know, right?
Carmen takes the seat across from me, slinging her own bag down next to her. There are enough books that it lands heavily. I'm just trying to get a head start on things. This looks like it's going to be a long quarter here. I have to prioritize.
I hear you. I've got a bag full of books I have to start reading tonight. It's kind of crazy.
It's nice, though. The challenge is exhilarating.
Huh. I shouldn't be surprised to hear you say that. It's no wonder you got the highest grade in our class last quarter.
What? You must have done pretty well for yourself, too, right?
Oh, I did okay, but nowhere near as well as you. You're super smart, Anne.
Please. She's being very nice, but I know she was probably just behind me on the grading curve. She pulls one of her books out of her bag and opens it. We chat amicably for a bit while we both idly go over our lessons.
Well, aren't you two getting along famously?
Oh, hey, Isabella. Do you know Carmen? She's one of my classmates. Carmen? Isabella, one of my roommates.
Nice to meet you, Isabella.
I've seen you come in a few times. Nice to meet you formally. Get you anything?
Just a black coffee, please.
Sure thing. Isabella eyes Carmen a little cautiously as she goes off to get the coffee. Carmen and I chat a bit more. Carmen seems really interested in what I've been up to. She gets really excited as we chat. Oh my goodness. We're both shocked as Isabella thumps the coffee down on the table. Careful, Anne. Carmen here might try to kidnap you at this rate. Oh, will you take me on an adventure? Isabella is boring and just wants to take me back to the house. Let's go to Vegas.
What? I wouldn't. What?
Isabella laughs and I can't help but giggle a little. Better yet, let's go on a pirate ship.
I'm sorry. Did I?
That a girl, hun. Dream big. Isabella is still laughing as she walks away. Sorry, Isabella just likes to tease me. I have to tease her back sometimes or she'll be relentless. Don't worry, Carmen. It's okay. Carmen starts to breathe again, not looking nearly as flustered. We eat and study with each other for a bit longer, enjoying each other's company before she decides to pack it in and head out. I should probably get going as well, so I scoot out the door behind her. We wave goodbye as we go our separate ways. Oh boy. Well, that happened. Secret Soviet spy? Ooh. Sax on the beach. Blood and Guts Murphy? Okay. Oh, good thing I had scheduled some sleep. Get our sleep up. One must have chaos within oneself in order to bear a dancing star. Chrissy Yamaguchi, okay. An event. I'm a little surprised the house is so quiet. I know it's only the first week back, but I was half expecting a big party tonight or something. I wander out of my room to grab a quick snack. I guess it's going to be a quiet night. What? No, that's stupid. We're going to watch my show. My movie is not stupid. It is fantastic. I think that your movie might be the one that is steeped in stupidity. Ah, there it is. I knew the Latin House crew wouldn't let me down. I head downstairs and sneak past the couch towards the kitchen. Looks like Sally, Isabella, and Rakesh are arguing over what to watch on the big screen tonight. I make my way into the kitchen for that light snack while I debate if I want to join in or not. I'm going to be doing that the next 2 times. Maybe I'll just skip it for now. Look, I'm not trying to say you have the worst taste in movies. Okay, actually that might be what I'm saying. Let me read the back of that case again. You've read it enough. Let us just watch it and you will see how good it is. It's better than your silly soap opera. Soap opera? How dare you? Now you have to watch it to make up for insulting me. On second thought, maybe I was too hasty. Quiet is very underrated. I grab a few things out of the fridge and sneak my way back upstairs before any more antics can go on. I'm not really interested in getting in the middle of their fight this time. Next time, for sure. And that's the end of that week. Okay. Well, that was good. And let's look at the stats. Yeah, we got our stats. Woohoo!